Hey, what's up guys? Coming at you with our Tuesday workout. We got a long, spicy one today. 6 rounds for our RX Plus variation. We're gonna do 18 kettlebell swings or 18 dumbbell swings. Then we have 15 hand release push-ups on the floor. That's for guys and gals. 12 chest to bar pull-ups and a 400-meter run. That's 1 round. We're gonna do that 6 total times. All right, coming over here, we've got our RX variation. We've got 18 kettlebell swings or dumbbell swing. 15 hand release push-ups for guys, 10 hand release push-ups for ladies. And then coming down, we have 12 regular kipping pull-ups or 12 bent over rows. And then for our Metcon version, we're gonna do 400-meter run, a 500-meter row, 450 for ladies, or we can bike 0.6 for guys, 0.5 miles for ladies on that. All right, and that will all be considered as prescribed. Then for our seated adaptive, we have 12 dumbbell swings each side. 15 wall ball chest shots, taking that wall ball, shooting it to the wall, rebound in front, which is super gnarly. And then 12 bent over row each side, and then a 400-meter run. All right, so those are our variations on the workout. Let's talk about that kettlebell swing. We've got my man Jerryl here. He's gonna always deadlift that kettlebell up in a good position. Come to full extension. His object is to load hamstrings and hips, get that bell moving, and he's gonna drive into the floor, open that shoulder all the way up at the top for a full American swing. Pause up there for me, Jerryl. You can see that his shoulders and elbows are stacked, his midline's under control. All right, what he doesn't want to do is get that hip moving too far forward into extension. He's squeezing those ribs down, okay? Keeping that bell right into his hip, using those glutes and hamstrings to propel that weight up. All right, that's the full range of motion kettlebell swing. He could do a Russian swing if he wanted to scale that down. All right, just coming up to about chin height. So that's the kettlebell. We also have a dumbbell variation. You could swing 1 dumbbell if you've got 1 heavier dumbbell coming from the ground. He's gonna come to full extension just like a kettlebell. He's gonna load hamstrings and hips, get that dumbbell moving all the way up to the top. Okay, keeping it nice and close to the body on the way down. Same end to range of motion applies. From the hip, fully locked out at the top. All right, if you had 2 lighter dumbbells, you could definitely do a 2 dumbbell swing. Come in there and getting that all the way up. Okay? All right, there we go. We're gonna do our bent over rows. He's got both dumbbells here. Always coming from the floor to full extension, guys, so he'll deadlift those up. He's gonna come to full extension, then send those hips back. Get nice and flat right here. He's gonna have a neutral grip on those dumbbells. His knuckles are facing each other. He's gonna lead with his elbow, squeezing those shoulder blades and lats back in the back, and then back down. That's 1 and 2. He'll probably go a little faster in the workout. Repping them out, 3, 4, and so on. If we needed to, we could go 1 dumbbell on each side. So he's just gonna ditch one of those dumbbells. He'll have 1 hand out for balance, and he'll squeeze right here, hit 12 on one side, and then switch to the other side and get 12 on the other side. All right? So that's the dumbbell right there on the dumbbell rows. Obviously for the pull-ups, we know full range of motion is full extension at the bottom. For those chin over bar, getting that chin over the bar, and then chest to bar, making sure we're making contact. Let's show that hand release push-up. Coming from the floor, he's gonna screw those hands into the floor, getting nice and tight. Midline under control. He's gonna lower his chest down to the floor, those elbows tracking into the ribs at the bottom. His quads remain off the floor. He's gonna release his hands, squeeze his butt, squeeze his gut, drive out into the top position. Remember guys, at Blade, we're super stickler on our push-ups. Just because we're at home doesn't mean we don't want to do perfect push-ups. And as of Wednesday, when we start those virtual classes, obviously we'll have coach's eyes on you, making sure that we're holding ourselves accountable on those. That's the hand release push-ups. We can scale that to a box. So let's talk about those scales, guys. We've got several different loaded prescriptions here. Obviously, we can scale our dumbbell or kettlebell swing load down to a load that we could ideally do 18 kettlebell swings in a row. Maybe rounds 4, 5, and 6, we might have to break 1 time. On the hand release push-ups, if we're starting to snake real bad and not able to complete about 5 perfect ones in a row, just for the sake of the workout going too long, we'll probably want to scale to a box today. And then on our bent over row, if we need to, and we don't have an object, we could do a body weight back extension. Show that real quick there. Jerryl laying down on the floor. He's gonna do a Superman back extension. Still gonna hit a little bit of the posterior chain right there. If we don't have any object, we can do that. Thanks, Jerryl. But we could always, again, do a case of water bottles, some other object that we could row there. All right, and then we have our run. If we can't run, we could always do 30 burpees in place, or we could do a jump rope, something we can row, we can bike. All right? Again, That's why we have our virtual coaches ready to field your questions. Any questions you might have about the workout, fire away, and we'll get you set up perfectly. All right, guys, we'll see you Wednesday live and virtual. All right, guys, you just got back from your 400-meter mark out. You rode the bike for a mile. You rode 500 meters. You got your little blood flow movement in. Now we're going to get started on the other dynamic warm-up. You're going to get your palms up, small circles, forward, gradually get larger. Guys, we always warm up that shoulder joint because it's so mobile. We always want to get blood in there first. Backwards, small circles, palms are still up, stay tight. Gradually get larger. Throw them up straight up a couple times. Next, we're gonna go into our body swings. Swing it out. Again, this is just general dynamic warm-up, guys. We do these to increase your core temperature, get blood flowing into our joints, into our soft tissue. Just let our body know that it's going to work. Let's swing out the leg, right leg, 10. Purpose of this one is to get those hip flexors and hamstring at the same time, those attachment points at the hip. Getting them loose, switch sides, 10 on the other side. Good. Now we're going to go into a good morning. So get a nice tight belly, squeeze your butt, drive those hips back, keep that lumbar curve intact, drive up through the heel. Get a few more. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go into the single leg RDL, guys. Really get that hamstring pulling because we got running. We've got those kettlebell swings, which hamstring and glutes are going to be those primary movers. So we're going to stabilize on the left leg. Keep a tall chest, drive those hips back, let that leg come up. What you guys want to do is find that top end hamstring tension. Once that glute tightens up right here, you're going to drive up through the heel. Let's get 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. Find that top end hamstring tension. Drive hip back. Hamstring tightens. Drive up through the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Now we're just going to go into that forward fold, letting that posterior chain open up, hamstrings all the way up into our glute, into our lower back. About 10 seconds. I like to swivel my hips side to side. Just open it up. Let it know we got work to take care of. And now we're going to take that big step back. Dynamic spider, keeping the knee off the floor, pumping that hip flexor. Getting about 10 on this side. Couple more. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Knee off the floor, pump that hip. 5, 3, 2. Good. Now hopefully you can see me still. Getting into that dynamic pigeon, leg across the body. Just rocking back into that glute several times. Again, the running, the kettlebell swings. Definitely want to open that up. Couple more. 3, 2, 1. And switch, left leg across. Sit back into that glute. Rock around into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're going to go into that child pose. Walk those hands out. Drive those lats and shoulders into the floor. Bounce into them. And we're going to walk our hands to the right. Walk them to the right. Bounce into your left shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take them to the left. Bounce into that right shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, buddy, we're going to come down to the belly. This one's not on your water fire, or yeah, maybe it is. Stick that left arm out. Trap. Oh, you can't see me. You can't see me? Can you see me? Maybe. T-stretch across. Bounce into it a few times. And switch to the other side. T-stretch, kick that leg across. Bounce into it. And come back, drive that chest up. Swivel those hips side to side. Next we're going to be shooting those hips up, going into downward dog. Drive those hips up. Push those heels into the floor. Let's pump those calves. 10, nice and slow. Speed them up, 10 fast ones. And spin your ankle laterally into the floor. 10 on the right. After you get 10 on the right, we're going to go 10 on the left. And walk those feet up. Give me 10 jumping jacks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now that wobble warm up, guys, I go out the door. Jump on your bike, jump on your rower. Hit up another 400, come in. 5 to 7 hand release push-ups. Hit some swings. Get that Russian swing going first. Get it all up overhead. Hit some warm-up pull-ups. Some warm-up bent over rows. Get all your working movements going and established. Maybe hit another little run just to spike up that heart rate, little bike. Come in, recover, and get after it. You guys are awesome. We'll see you for our first class on Wednesday.